What if the universe was already listening, but you were speaking the wrong language? Sounds crazy, right? But take a moment, just one moment, and ask yourself this. How many times have you wished for something and nothing happened? You said the affirmations, you visualized. Maybe you even made a vision board with glowing candles and upbeat music in the background. But silence. Nothing changed. It was like shouting into the void. And here's the truth. It's not because the universe wasn't listening. It's because you weren't speaking in its frequency. See, the universe doesn't respond to words. It responds to energy. You can say, "I'm abundant" 100 times, but if your inner vibration says, "I'm broke and scared," guess what the universe hears? Broke and scared. That's your broadcast signal. That's your frequency. And like a cosmic mirror, the universe simply reflects that energy back to you. But here's the game changer. Once you learn how to speak in frequency instead of words, your entire life begins to shift. Part 1. The language of the universe starts within. Let's start with something simple. Have you ever tuned an old radio? That moment when the station is almost clear, but there's still a little static? You turn the dial just a hair to the left. Boom! Crisp, clear music. That's what it's like to tune your energy. And most people are stuck in the static. They're not aligned. Because here's the thing, no one teaches you. The universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. Let that sink in. You could want love, success, peace, abundance. But if you are fear, scarcity, doubt, chaos, then that's what your life mirrors. It's not about begging. It's about becoming. Step 1, stop talking, start feeling. Ever tried texting someone who's on a different network and your messages just don't go through? That's what it's like when your thoughts and emotions are on different channels. You're thinking, "I want success," but deep inside, you're feeling fear. And the universe? It only responds to the emotion. That's the real message. Here's a mind blower. Your thoughts are the language of the conscious mind. But emotions? They're the language of the subconscious. And your subconscious is your transmitter. It's your energetic walkie-talkie. So if you're not feeling what you're saying, the universe isn't picking up your signal. Step 2. Visualization is a mental rehearsal, not a wish. Let's clear this up. Visualization isn't about daydreaming. It's not just sitting on the couch, imagining luxury and expecting it to knock on your door. Visualization is mental programming. It's you showing your brain and your body how it feels to live that life. Because here's the real magic. Your brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. Think about it. Why do horror movies scare you even though you know they're not real? Because your nervous system reacts to the image. Not the logic, not the facts, just the frequency. So when you sit down and actually feel the leather of that car seat, when you smell the success, hear the applause, feel the joy, your body responds. Your subconscious records it as real. And once it's real inside, the universe starts bringing it outside. Step 3. Repetition creates identity. Here's where most people fail. They do the visualization once, maybe twice, and then when nothing shows up by Friday, they quit. But ask yourself this. How long have you believed you were not good enough? How many years have you told yourself that money is hard, that love hurts? You've repeated the old programming for decades, and now you expect to rewire it in a weekend? No. Reprogramming is not an event. It's a ritual, a sacred daily practice. Every single day, You must remind your subconscious who you are becoming, not just when you feel good, especially when you don't, because that's when the old software tries to take over. So each morning you wake up and say, I am the version of me that already lives that life. And you feel it. You breathe into it. You move with it. Because every time you repeat it, your neurons connect a little deeper. A new identity forms. A new energetic signature is broadcast. And slowly, the universe hears it. And not just hears, responds. Step 4. Silent alignment beats loud affirmations. You don't have to scream your goals into the sky. You don't need to convince anyone. You just need to align silently. Because real frequency is felt, not shouted. The most powerful transformation happens not when you announce your plans to the world, but when you whisper them into your nervous system every morning. With calm certainty, with quiet trust, because trust is the ultimate frequency. And the universe listens closely when you stop yelling and start believing. Before we pause, but not stop. Now, you might be wondering, okay, I'm starting to get it, but how do I start shifting in real life? Ready to shift. Not just think different thoughts, but become a different version of you. Not just talk to the universe, but finally have it answer back. In this part, I'm going to walk you through the 30-day reality shift protocol. And no, it's not some woo-woo list of rituals. It's neuroscience plus energy plus repetition, merged into one simple plan. Let's break it down. Week 1. Clear the static. Before you can send a clear message to the universe, you've got to clear the noise. Think of your subconscious like a radio tower. It can't transmit clearly if there's too much interference. And right now, that interference is your past beliefs, your negative self-talk, your emotional clutter, and your constant scrolling, comparing, reacting. So the first 7 days are all about clearing space. Daily practice. Digital detox. 30 minutes min. Every day, spend at least 30 minutes without your phone. No music, no scrolling, no distractions. This isn't punishment, it's preparation. Because silence is the language of the subconscious. Thought spotting. Keep a small notebook. Every time a limiting thought pops up, write it down. I can't do this. This is too hard. Who am I to ask for that? These are your old programs. Just becoming aware of them is step 1. Ground yourself. Morning or night, spend 10 minutes breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. As you breathe out, mentally say, I release what no longer serves me. You're clearing emotional static so your true signal can get through. Week 2. Speak in frequency. Now that the noise is clearing, it's time to start speaking the language the universe actually understands. Energy. And energy is emotion in motion. This is where most people get it wrong. They say affirmations with zero emotion. They visualize like it's a PowerPoint presentation. But if you don't feel it, it won't work. So this week, you're not just saying things, you're activating your emotional frequency. Daily practice. Morning identity activation, 5 minutes. As soon as you wake up, sit up, close your eyes, and visualize this. You living your dream life. Not just seeing it, feeling it. Feel what it's like to wake up there. To move like that version of you. To smile, breathe, walk, speak like that person. Then say out loud, this is who I am now. Repeat it. Own it. Make it a declaration, not a wish. Anchor it physically. While visualizing, hold a physical anchor. Could be your hand on your heart, a necklace, a crystal, whatever feels real. Why? Because the subconscious loves anchors. Repetition plus physical signal equals powerful imprint. I am language. All day long, watch your words. I am becoming more confident. I am attracting aligned opportunities. I am shifting, even when it's not visible yet. Because remember, emotion is now. Results come later. Let's talk brain chemistry for a second. This isn't magic. It's neurological reprogramming. Every time you repeat something with strong emotion, you're firing a new neural circuit. Repeat it enough, and it becomes the default pathway. Your identity shifts from trying to being. That's why actors sometimes struggle after intense roles. They train their brains to live in that character. You can do the same. But instead of a character, you're becoming your higher self. Week 3. Take inspired action. This is where most manifestation advice goes silent. They say, just trust the universe. No. You co-create. You and the universe are a team. You move, it moves. So week 3 is about movement, not random action, aligned action. This is how the universe knows you're serious. Daily practice. Follow the nudges. Every day, write down, what small thing can I do today that my future self would thank me for? Maybe it's sending that email. Maybe it's saying no to something that drains you. Maybe it's taking a walk in silence and letting new ideas drop in. These small moves are massive frequency shifts. Use the 2-minute momentum rule. Any inspired idea, act on it within 2 minutes. Even if it's small, even if it's just writing it down. Don't wait, because hesitation weakens the signal. Celebrate every aligned action. Even if no one sees it. Even if it's tiny. Why? Because celebration amplifies your signal. You're telling the universe, yes, this is me now. Send more of this. Quick reality check. Some days, you won't feel like doing it. Some days, the old voice will return, whispering, "This isn't working. Why am I even doing this?" Those are signs you're close. Because resistance always shows up right before a breakthrough. Your job? Stick to the signal. Consistency is greater than perfection. This isn't about pretending to feel good 24/7. It's about repeating the new code again and again until it becomes your new normal. If you've made it this far, let me tell you something real. You're no longer just thinking about change, you're embodying it. This last part is where everything begins to crystallize. It's where the inner world becomes the outer reality, where the desire becomes the identity, and where the signal you've been broadcasting finally echoes back as results. But here's the twist. You don't need to chase the results. You just need to stay aligned. Because by now, you've shifted from asking to being. And in this part, we focus on locking that shift in so it becomes your new default. Week 4, embodiment and energetic lock-in. So, what does it mean to embody a frequency? Think of it like this. If you wanted to learn to swim, you wouldn't just think about water, right? You'd get in, you'd move, float, sink, panic, breathe, try again. And slowly, your body would remember how to stay afloat. Same with energetic embodiment. You can't just imagine abundance, confidence, or peace. You have to live like the version of you who already has it, even when it's uncomfortable, even when there's no proof. Especially when there's no proof. That's the test, and you're ready. Step 1. Create identity rituals. You already have habits, but now you need rituals, sacred anchors that tie you to your new self. Think of them as energy stabilizers. Daily practice. Wear a specific item, ring, bracelet, perfume, necklace, that symbolizes your higher self. Play a song that your future self would dance to. Set a reminder on your phone. Act like your future self now. Have a specific affirmation you whisper before stepping out the door, like, "Today, I move as the person I've already become." These may sound small, but your subconscious craves familiarity. And these rituals make your new identity familiar. Step 2. Don't wait for reality to catch up. Let me tell you something raw and real. The world will always lag behind your inner shift. You will feel like a different person long before your bank account shows it. You will see yourself walking in power long before anyone else notices. And that's okay. That's how timelines sync. Think of a microwave. You hit the button, and for a few seconds, nothing happens. But you trust the heat is building. Then, suddenly, pop! Same with your reality. Most people fail here. They look around and say, "Nothing's happening." And they give up right before the breakthrough. Don't be one of them. Keep your inner temperature rising. Step 3. Begin receiving differently. Here's the part no one talks about. You've been taught to chase, hustle, hunt. But to align with the universe, you must learn how to receive. Receiving isn't passive, it's a skill, a frequency. It's saying, "I allow good things to come without struggle. I deserve ease, not just effort. I don't have to suffer to grow." If something good shows up, stop second-guessing it. Stop sabotaging it. Say thank you and claim it. That's how you signal the universe to send more. Step 4. Deal with the dip. Yes, there will be a dip. A moment when you feel disconnected. When old doubts sneak back. When you feel like slipping into old patterns. This isn't failure. This is integration. Think of it like a detox. Your old identity is fighting for control because it's scared. It's losing its grip. But this is the exact moment you must say, "I choose my new self again." Repetition is how the subconscious rewrites, not just when it's easy, especially when it's hard. So the dip? That's just proof the shift is real. Step 5. Mirror reality consciously. From now on, everything in your life becomes a mirror. How people treat you, what you tolerate, what triggers you, what flows, what doesn't. It's all feedback. But you must stop reacting and start observing. Instead of, "Why is this happening to me?" Ask, "What part of me is this reflecting?" Instead of, "This isn't fair," say, "What old pattern is this trying to pull me back into?" This isn't about blaming yourself, it's about claiming your power. Because when you decode the mirror, you control the message. Final step, align thought plus emotion plus action. You now know the trifecta. Thought is your intention. Emotion is your signal. Action is your proof. When all three are aligned, you become magnetic. You stop chasing life. Life starts orbiting around you. You don't beg for signs. You become the sign. Final unlock. You are already that. Let this settle in your bones. You are not becoming the future you. You're remembering the real you. The version of you that already exists in the quantum field. In one of the infinite possibilities, that version is already real. Your job was never to build that self from scratch. It was to tune into that frequency and collapse the timeline.